part of my 4-part thrift series of thrifting with me in Germany. If you haven't seen the first part, it's going to be linked down in the info box and also at the end of this video, so make sure to check it out. Let's get started. We're off to the other stores. We're going to 3 stores that are close to each other. I don't know how many videos this is going to be. This is definitely going to be a series of a few videos, so we'll see how many I get out of it, but this is definitely off to a good start.
We've been waiting around for too long for something to show.
I've only ever been here once, and back then this store treated me really well.
People with nowhere to go. But we're not.
This gravy pitcher would have been so nice, but it had too many chips on the rim for me to purchase it.
Grab your car keys and jacket, 'cause honey, we're ready to go.
This vase is hand painted and I really like the florals on it, and so I just had to grab it.
Let's get in the car and you'll drive. We're leaving tonight.
If this had been a set, I totally would have gotten it because I really like Thomas ceramics and porcelain, but it was only one dish.
Been keeping our heads above water, struggling and striving. We ain't gonna turn back
This soup tureen was so pretty, but I'm still looking for a set with matching bowls. If any of you know this marking, please let me know because this is the first time I've ever seen it. Then I grabbed this little round bud vase and I got totally distracted by this adorable wall plate for only 50 cents, and I just had to get it. But I forgot all about the round bud vase, and I'm like, no, why? Because it looked like it had a good marking underneath, and I just forgot. This case glass candlestick holder had a little chip, unfortunately. I really like the purple color on it, and such a bummer, but yeah, I didn't get it with the chip.
I'll never leave your side, I'll never leave your side.
Then Suda showed up and I showed him my 2 finds so far, and I was a little confused because I was like, where did all the vases go? Like, I don't see a lot. I don't understand. The last time there were so many. Then I found this guy. Definitely vintage, but also definitely chipped.
If worse comes to worse,
I spotted a potential candidate up on the shelf and I got my taller than me husband to grab it for me. This one is definitely a keeper.
ready to fire and enough ammunition.
And then these plates got my attention because they are swirly and speckled, and that's the best combo in my opinion. One of the smaller plates was chipped, and so I left it there, but I did grab the 2 bigger and the 2 smaller ones. They remind me of the blue Dutch Volendam dishes that I collect. Maybe that's why I like them so much.
Flickering light of the white lines in the corner of my eye.
Then Sudas came back and he said, I need to show you something, so I followed him, of course. Then I got distracted by this wall plate that I did not get, and then by this Kaiser Bisque vase, which you bet went into my basket ASAP.
Open wide.
Then Sudas actually led me to the book corner, which I would have totally skipped, and he was like, look, a vase, and yes, a nice vase it is. Definitely something I want to purchase. And apparently they stuffed a bunch of vases in between all the books, so that is where they all went.
Windows are rolled down, the radio's on, and my eyes are open wide. I'll never leave your side.
So we went through the whole room and I picked out my favorites and the ones that were still in good condition.
Oh, I'll never leave your side, I'll never leave your side.
Like this brown large pitcher vase. And also this white one that Sudas had spotted. The leaf design is so pretty. I started making a pile on the floor and kept adding to it. They just have tiny baskets and I'm always so scared that something's gonna break. This vase looked nice at first, but it seemed like this wasn't really that well made. It looked a little bit lopsided and I don't know, just kind of not so great. and this made me so sad. This vase is so stunning, but so badly chipped on the rim, I just couldn't justify purchasing it. This is one of the most beautiful dish sets I've ever seen. This one came home with me, and I will tell you more about it later on.
This day has been amazing so far. I also found a ton of stuff at the last store. Even though I thought at first it would be kind of a dud, we found this room full of books and they had a ton of vases stuffed in between all the books. So that was also great, and I am so excited to be able to show you everything I found. We're off to 2 other stores now that I actually have taken you to in past videos of mine quite a few times before, but since we moved I haven't been back, so I haven't been there in 6 months, so I'm very excited to see what they have now.
This store is so tiny, but so packed with beautiful treasures. I always check under the table, and look what I found, a vintage Japanese Ikebana vase. I'm not very familiar with the signatures. If any of you recognize the marking, please let me know. This is my first time ever finding one in real life.
And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
Now this tea light holder looked very interesting to me. At first I wasn't sure whether to get it or not, but then I saw that it was actually signed on the bottom and I just had to get it. I feel like it will cast a beautiful light onto the walls when someone is gonna light a candle in it.
Easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond.
And this vase looked like it could totally be a Potteri. It wasn't signed, but if it hadn't been so chipped, I would have taken a chance on it and bought it.
Hand in hand.
I took a dive for this floor vase as soon as I spotted it. Sometimes these stores are just so full that it can be so easy to overlook things, even if they are big things like this vase. This vase was actually by Karstens and so beautiful and in amazing condition. At this point, Sutis came inside. We thought he had to stay outside because of COVID regulations at first, but he was allowed to come in because apparently we're one person because we belong together.
On our tiptoes, undercover.
This hedgehog is the cutest. There is a crack on it now, which definitely wasn't there in the store, and it probably happened during transport, which is so sad.
A bigger scale, the world inhales.
While I was looking at things that seemed funny to me, my husband was actually working and pulling all kinds of vases off the top of the shelves for me that I couldn't reach, so I decided to go and help him. And there were definitely a few treasures on top of the shelves.
Dreamy, breezy, we go.
This is the third store and I filmed here quite a few times before. You might recognize it if you've watched my older videos from when I still lived in Germany. This find is quite exciting and I obviously purchased this cup. Such a beautiful little bowl. Unfortunately, there was only one of it. I definitely would have gotten it if there had been more. Another terrain, and this was still new and unused. It had the original vintage price sticker still on it, which is crazy. And And another Kaiser Bisque vase. I told you that this thrift trip is just the best thing ever. I did like these brass candlestick holders. I believe they were made in India, but I decided not to grab them. I'm not really sure why now that I think about it, but I think I remember it was around lunchtime and I was really hungry. And once I'm hungry, food matters to me more than anything else. Anyways, I did find this little piece of marble, or maybe onyx, with those two brass things attached. If any of you know what this is, please let me know because it was intriguing, but I have no idea what this thing is. Part of our thrift trip was so good. We went to 3 stores that were kind of close to each other, so I thought I'd just cluster them together in a video, which kind of made sense to me at least. The first store, at first I actually thought, that's not going to be so good because I didn't really find anything, but then we found out that they had moved a lot of the vases and ceramics to the book section because probably they were trying to make room for the Christmas stuff, I guess. My husband actually found them in the book section, and then we kind of went through it, looked at everything, and I got a lot. And I think the first store is probably where I got the most. So very exciting. The first item I picked up, just gonna grab it from the table, is this Kaiser Bisque vase. They have this really beautiful matte white glaze, and they always have really nice patterns. This one has a bird. It's either a peacock or bird of paradise or something, and it also has leaves and I think some florals on there, and it was only €3, which is a good price because sometimes even at those thrift stores, they will be marked up like 10-15 euros. So that one was really good because I've been wanting to find one of these for a good price. So that is very exciting. Then, this one's kind of further up on the table. I picked up this vase. It's not something I typically pick up. It's not fed lava. It's not necessarily like West Germany, one of those famous pottery makers, but it is German. It is hand painted because it says on the bottom, and it's marked J-A-W-E, Jawi. I have no idea. Probably is a shortening for a name, so hopefully we'll be able to find that out. And I just like this one. I like the blue, I like the yellow, and that it's hand painted. This one was €3 as well. Right now I'm trying not to pick up so many dishes anymore just because I feel like they take up a lot of space and I just want to get rid of some before I move some new ones in. But I do make exceptions for either very spectacular exceptions or very cheap ones. And I found these plates. They were €1 each. They are really nice. I have 2 smaller plates, breakfast plates, and then 2 dinner plates. They are French. They are, I have no idea how to pronounce this. I'm going to put it up on here. Nieder, something. So anyway, these are speckled and also kind of swirl brown pottery. The pattern sort of reminds me of my blue dishes that I have in here, but they are Dutch, these are French, so it's definitely not the same. But they're stunning. They were €1 a piece, and that is why I got these, and just, they're so nice. I like dishes. I also have this little vase. It's just a brown one, but I do like the pattern. I think it does have a very small chip here on the rim. It's nothing too noticeable. And I completely forgot to do my research on it because I don't know which maker it is right now. It's marked 122-18. And it is marked with a G. And I know I've seen this kind of vase before. I know I looked it up before, but I forgot who made it. If I find it, I'm gonna pop it up on here. This one was only €1. Then I also found this little beauty. This is a very small wall plate, very mid-century, maybe also possibly 1970s. It's brown and this kind of off-white color, and it's this deer that is jumping around in some acorn leaves. And I love this kind of stuff. It's cute. It was only 50 cents. Not sure if I'm gonna sell it just because it's so small. I don't know if I can sell it for a good price, but I might also just keep it because I just like it a lot. This is a vase that I really like. So a lot of times the 1970s, also 1960s vases, you have a lot of browns and greens and oranges and reds, but this one is just white and it has this very sort of fat lava glaze. I wouldn't necessarily say it's fat lava, but it's this really rough glaze of leaves, and I was surprised to turn around and find out it is by Strela, which was an East German manufacturer of pottery back in the day. Is there something in it? No. I thought I heard something. Sometimes you'll still have like dried up leaves and stuff in there. This is definitely a West Germany vase, just judging by the style and the shape. I love the handle. It's really cool. It's kind of like swirly and then double. It is actually unmarked, which was very surprising to me. Actually, my husband found this one. This one was €5, by the way. Yeah, I don't know who made this. I don't know if I'll be able to figure out because it's completely unmarked. Pretty sure it is by a known manufacturer. Sometimes some of them did mark their ceramics, put a sticker on it, and then the sticker just got lost with time. Pretty sure that's the case with this one, but I really think that this one is really stunning, and especially the handles are so cool. Germany had a lot of well-known pottery manufacturers back in the day, but because of the pottery boom, there were also a lot of very small stores, and I'm pretty sure that this one is from one of them. This is a really cool kind of flat, round, bulbous, fat lava vase, and I'm just noticing that there's a chip in here. I didn't see that before. Oh no, but you can't really see it from the top, so that is good. But this one is just marked Pottladen, so I still have to see where this is from. I hope I'll be able to figure out that this is a blue fat lava glaze, which is very special. I've only ever seen Hoy Ceramics do these, so this is the first time I've seen a blue one from another pottery studio. So this one was neat. It was only €2, and I'm pretty sure even though it did have a chip, if I'd noticed, I probably would have picked it up. Here is another big vase friend that I found, and this one is marked for $09.25. I have not been able to find out who made this. I tried searching on Google and Etsy, and I think I might have to dig a little deeper. I hope I'll be able to find out who made it, but it's 25 centimeters, and usually, I don't know, I'm always kind of when I pick up brown vases, but this one I like because it has this Ritz decor, so it's kind of scratched in with some very kind of simplistic, minimal looking trees on both sides, and I still really like it. This one was €6, but it has no chips and no cracks. As I was checking out, my husband pointed me to a cabinet that I had missed, and as I said, he helped me a lot during this thrift trip. Without him, I probably would have only come home with half of the stuff, but that is very good. So there was this ceramic set made in East Germany in Thüringen, and I have to put up the place on there. I forgot, but it's this set, and I paid €18 for the set, and I was kind of like, should I get it or not? But it's so stunning, so beautiful, I just needed to get it. And I'm gonna list this whole set together on my Etsy. It is by a ceramic studio called Kröner. These are 2 plates, and they're so stunning. They're so beautiful that I probably wouldn't even want to eat off these, and the light is coming back, and it's very bright. Let me just take care of that. Hopefully that's somewhat better now. So you got those 2 plates, and you got those 2, don't fall. You got those 2 mugs, and they have the most stunning colors, and they have this kind of dotty lines, and then also those straight lines, and they have this ombre, dark navy, and then brown color, and they are speckled on the inside. They are so beautiful, and look at the shape of those mugs. They just look so good. I kind of want to keep the set, but it doesn't make sense because it's just for 2 people, and we are 4 in the house, but my kids would probably trash it, and I already have enough dishes. I mean, I have dishes here, and in my kitchen as well, so. A candle holder, which would be so nice. Like, you have this little dinner or breakfast, you have a candle there, you got 2 egg cups, your plates, your mugs. It's just a perfect set. I love it, and I'm so glad that my husband convinced me to get it. Beautiful. That was it for the first store, and now we're moving on to store number 2. Yes, that was still the first store. I know, as I said, I got a lot of stuff. I got another Bisque vase, and it kind of looks like the little brother slash sister to the one I just showed you first. This one was also €3 by Kaiser as well, and it also has birds on it and plants, but the bird looks a little bit different than the first one. This one actually does more, yeah, this one actually is a peacock. It has peacock feathers and such. It also has florals and plants on there. It is really nice. I like this one a lot, and I also like the shape. I mean, you can't really put a lot of flowers in there, but pretty sure most people just use them for decorative purposes. Then I found something that I have seen in the past in Laura Caldwell's video. She is definitely one of my top 3 YouTubers, with Dr. Lori and also a couple others. This is a Yugoslavian Wedding Cup, and I have seen them quite a few times in her videos, and I think I found one before in the Netherlands, but that one looked like very simple, not so cute. This one is very nice and very well made, and it's still in really good condition. It has pretty much no flaws. This one was €2, so I thought that was a good price, just to try to pick it up and see if it sells, and if not, maybe I'll just also put my cotton buds in there just like she does. Next up is a purchase that is probably the only one I kind of regret getting, because I was kind of in this thrifting buying thing that I just didn't think clearly. So I picked up this bowl, which is a nice bowl. It was €5, and I was just saw Murano on there, and I was like, Murano, don't know, but it's not a real Murano sticker. I know that, but maybe my brain just didn't connect at that moment. But this is pretty sure not mouth. This is not mouth blown glass. This is actually milk glass. So I don't know, it's like this sticker that will say in Italian. It is made in Italy actually, but it will say kind of like, it is in the style of the Murano master. So this is Murano style. But then I don't think it's mouth blown because I've never seen mouth blown milk glass. So, but it is beautiful. It is, actually it is. So it's marbled and it has this kind of almost mint green color to it. It is really nice, but it's not real Murano. When I left the store, I remembered, hey, they always have this box of free stuff in front. And once I found a West Germany vase there. So I checked and there was this vase, and it is not really something super special if you look at it at first, but I turned it around and I was like, oh, this is actually made by, I think it's Vase. It is an East German manufacturer of ceramics from back in the day, and it is this very, very dark brown, almost blackish color. And at first I was like, should I pick it up? And then I thought, it's so free, it's nice. And I'm already giving you a little teaser of the next video. I pretty much found its companion at another store that I'm going to be showing you next week, so that is very exciting. And yeah, this one was $0, so that is good. Moving on to store number 3 of this never-ending haul portion, I found a set of really nice ceramic candle holders there. They are definitely a pair by the same maker. This one is a little bit smaller, this one's a little bit bigger. They have the ugliest potpourri in there that I kind of had to purchase with it. The lady did like the potpourri. She was like, look at the nice potpourri that is in there. And I was like, yeah, all nice. These have some really nice motifs. So this one has plants on it and a bird that looks kind of like it's wearing a hat, which is kind of funny to me. And this one has fish on it. And also the bird with a hat. Oh, I guess maybe that is kind of the combining factor of those two. They actually are marked. That is very exciting. I didn't know they were. Oh crap. It's falling. It's Töpferhus. It's just marked Töpferhus. Okay, so it was probably an independent small pottery studio that made these back in the day. So that is very cool. At that store, which is very, very small, I learned a lesson a while ago that you have to look underneath the tables. And when I looked underneath the table, I found this vase. And this, I thought, this kind of looks very much... Well, this is a sneak peek of what is to come. This kind of very much looks like an Ikebana style vase. And then I turned it around, I'm like, oh my goodness, it actually has an Asian Japanese sign there. This is very likely a real Ikebana vase. So I was so excited. And this one has a beautiful kind of drippy yellow, and then the color, I still have to figure out whether it's a very dark green or just brown. Guys, it is beautiful. I love it. And yeah, very happy to have found this. This one was €4, I believe, by the way. And then this one was only €1, and this one I found, they have those glass cabinets there, and then on top they also have a ton of stuff, but it's quite high, so I kind of have to reach like this, trying to pull out everything and look at it, and sometimes it's very hard for me to see. But I pulled out this one, and as soon as I pulled out, I knew what it was. This is by Kmk Ceramics, which is also a West Germany brand from back in the day. It still has the original sticker on the bottom. It's a candle holder. I still have to find out the series that it's from because they made different series of ceramics. Then I spotted this vase and I was like, oh my goodness, it is beautiful. And at first I thought it was Scheurig because to me this looks like something Scheurig would make, but it's actually Karsten's. And Karsten's is also one of my favorite pottery makers. And is there something in it? I heard some noise. No, there is not. And it's kind of hard to see the marking. I think it says 36 or something. No, it's not 36. It might be 30. Probably 30 centimeters. No, it's higher than that. Maybe it is 36 centimeters high. But it's beautiful white, and it has this really nice relief pattern and very stunning. I love it. Then my husband pulled this off of one of the shelves that I am too short to overlook, and he's taller than me. This one was only €1, which surprising. Like their prices just vary. Like the Ikebana vase was €4, but I'm pretty sure they have no idea what Ikebana is. But this one is $1, which is a stunning fat lava vase, green. And I did look this one up. This is by Mirai. It's 106/16, so it's 16 centimeters tall. It is so nice, and it's in really great condition still. No chips, no cracks, no nothing. Just pure fat lava perfection. I also got this little tea light holder, which has this pattern with holes, and this one kind of looks like flowers or starburst, and I think it's going to look beautiful when you put a tea light in it. Still has quite a lot of wax residue in it that I need to get out. This one is marked. I have no idea what this says. It's very hard to read. This is this very, very small terracotta colored vase with a lava glaze. It's not fat lava because fat lava will always be matte and look kind of burnt. It is marked 421, but I have not been able to find out who made this. So I'm gonna try to do some more research. I think the shape is very interesting. It has this almost kind of conic shape to it. And I love that the lines are very geometric. It has some yellow accents on here. It's just very beautiful. This one was, I think, only €1. Yes, it was €1. This is something that I found as the lady was already totaling up my stuff. But then I still found this tucked up behind somewhere. And this is a chalkware little stunning hedgehog. And now that I unwrapped it, I noticed that it has a hairline crack, and I'm not sure if it was there when I purchased it or if the pressure of all the stuff on top of it caused this, but it does have a hairline crack. It does not go all the way through because there is nothing on the back. So I'm still going to put this in my shop. I should be able to ship it, but it's cute. It's this little hedgehog with those little swirly snail houses there. And it looks very much like a horse. I'm going to pop up a picture that I picked up a while ago here in the Netherlands. So that's very interesting. So this maybe is West Germany and so is the horse. Not really sure, but this one was €4. Then we found another vase, and I'm not really sure if my husband found it. I think my husband found this and pulled this off the top of the shelf. This vase was only €2. So as I said, some of the stores have very interesting pricing. Like, I'm not complaining at all, but some vases are just smaller and they'll ask $4. Then you have those bigger ones that ask $2. I don't know, maybe it's also different people who do this. So this is marked 2016-25. I did look it up, and it said online, there was one listing of this vase, but it said that it's Kmk Ceramics. Ilkra. I-L-K-R-A. But this one has a sticker, and it has something, and the sticker is like half torn off, and it has an E and an H on it. So I'm not really sure if this is Kmk Ceramics, and the person just mislabeled the vase, maybe? Is this correct? No, I think this has a hairline fracture. Oh no. That is very sad. I didn't notice that before. Maybe that's why it's only €2. Does that mean I have to keep it out and put it in my display case? If you like this video, make sure to check out these ones here on the side. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do, because I post a video about thrifting and secondhand finds every single week. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye!